The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect the company, owners, management, staff, clients, or partners.
It's Friday, the first day of March 2024. Welcome to Bermuda's Daily Talk Show. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medicals, Lindos, and People's Pharmacy. I'm Jamal Hartman. She's Maya Palacio, and you're on the whole show with me today.
I am, and I'll be bringing you your news break.
All right. Well, I'm happy about that, Maya, and I'll tell you why I'm happy because, there were some rumors spreading yesterday that you wanted to shorten your news breaks and spend as little time with me as possible because of the joke. And I just said it's such a cool world, man.
I'm sure it was a rumor that was curated by yourself. So
Yeah, it started that way. But no, I'm going to ease you up today. No joke. I'm not going to give you a joke. I don't want to scare you off,
Thank you. Start off the month good, Jamal. Come on.
Well, she's such a hater. Suzanne Ingham says, "Awesome Friday to you, Jamal and Maya. Hair is great, Maya. Yeah, your hair is great. It's different today.
You noticed because you were like, "Oh, Maya, you need to scoot down because your hair's not high anymore." Or scoot up.
That's how I noticed. But see, the little things. See, I try to be her height, right? I'm taller than I am in person, by the way. Anyway,
literally by this much.
I'm gonna take any little that I could get. Crab Plus here says, "Good morning, happy Venus Day, happy March 1st." She educates me. What's Venus Day?
I'll let Farrah explain that because.
Okay. No, help me. I'm here to learn. Seriously, I'm here to learn. I'm repeating something. I want to know what it is. But yeah, we've got a good morning, everybody. Greetings, everyone, and thanks for making us part of your daily routine. It's Friday Fun Day, courtesy of Mailboxes. So we have a lot of fun with these shows. So make sure you share it with your friends, your family, because we're going to be discussing some of Bermuda's hidden gems and more. The Daily Play, well, it's the things you should know today, and we already have 3 people in the draw. We'll add 2 more, someone who gets today's question right before Maya. And if none of you get it right before Maya, because you know how she is, I'm just saying, then we'll do the draw twice so we can get 5 people who will be eligible for this week's prize. Do not forget to subscribe on our website, dailyhour.com. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. All right, Venus Rules Friday. Thank you for that. All right, so happy Venus Day. Every Friday it's Venus Day. So let's jump into it, Maya. I was thinking, I woke up this morning, so we were originally going to just discuss the gems. What are some of Bermuda's hidden gems? But I think this is an interesting question to start with, right? What past activity that no longer exists in Bermuda, that's no longer available? What past activity no longer available in Bermuda do you miss the most? Like, think about that, audience. What past activity no longer available in Bermuda do you miss the most? Like, for me growing up, I probably wouldn't be a fan now with more education, but growing up, the dolphin showed on Blue Hill. That was something I'm not being funny, but was that around when you were young? No?
I do not recall ever going, but I do remember I'd go to Blue Hill. Like I go there a lot, but I never remember going there when the dolphins were actually there, when I was actually like a part of that. So no, I don't think I ever experienced that. Farrah could tell me if I'm wrong, but I probably just don't remember.
Okay. I don't know when it closed, but yeah, that's a past activity no longer available in Bermuda that I miss. Audience, what is something no longer available in Bermuda that you miss the most? Like something that growing up, and we all grew up in different times. What's something that you grew up doing that's no longer exists that you really miss? That you really miss, something that was a part of your childhood that you're like, wow. It could be a food joint, right? We had many restaurants. I see someone was saying on social media that Saki's Bakery is back. That was something that a lot of people really missed, right? What is something that existed? Was it a arcade game place or something? What's something that existed that no longer exists? Good morning to you, Tanya Cheeseman. She says, morning, Jamal and Maya. Happy Friday. And do you remember this, Maya? Suzanne Ingham says the Devil's Hole Aquarium. Devil's Hole Aquarium.
No, wouldn't that not be the dolphins?
No, Devil's Hole Aquarium is where I think Dove and Butterfly is located now. It's right on the corner.
Wait, that's right on by the dock, right?
Yes. Right down Devil's Hole.
Vague memories, very vague memories. Like I know that there was one there. Again, not sure if I actually ever went to it, but I always jumped off the dock. Devil's Hole dock when I was a kid. Like Smith's area was my area, but I don't think it was around when I was younger.
Yeah, see, that's a good one. Devil's Hole Aquarium. I remember you could throw a line over and the turtles will come up and eat some cabbage or something like that. Yeah. Maya's thinking, folks. She's thinking.
I'm thinking hard. I'm like, man, what did I grow up with?
You can't go back as far as you. Tanya Cheeseman says Dolphin Show in Blue Hill was an experience. Yep, that's something I missed. Richardson's Restaurant. That was down North Shore, right, Larry? Richardson's Restaurant. That was down North Shore, close to North Shore Medical. Let us know, audience. What's something? What past activity no longer available in Bermuda do you miss the most? Like it could be going to a restaurant. It can be your favorite store. I mean, I know a lot of people say they miss Trimminghams and Smiths. Like that's where I know a lot of people think tourists used to shop there, but that's where locals used to shop. Like believe it or not, Bermudians used to actually shop in Bermuda. Like they did.
Okay, one that comes to mind, and I don't even know if it's but like the Spot restaurant, how it used to be way back in the day. Like I remember that because I used to go there quite often with my sisters and my grandma. Whenever we went to town with our grandma, we'd end up at the Spot restaurant, and that's something I generally do miss, the vibe, the feeling of it. Yeah,
it was a real breakfast feel for me when I was growing up. The Spot, yeah, that's a cool one. Marquita Lee says being able to go on the patio watching flights go out. Why can't you do that? Oh, you mean at the airport? Yeah. So Maya, back in the day, we used to go right up to the gate with people and watch the flights go out on the patio. We didn't have to like see them off at like when they check in. Yeah, you used to be able to do that.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
That's a good one, Marquita Lee. I remember that. I was very young.
But did that change because of 9/11?
It changed in the U.S. because 9/11, because I remember in the U.S., Bermuda changed it first. But in the U.S., I remember people used to be able to go to the gate. You go through security and go to the gate. Now you have to have a ticket to go through security, unless you're an employee. What else do you miss, folks? What's a past activity no longer available in Bermuda that you miss? Tanya, do you remember MR Onions? That was the place. You don't remember MR Onions?
No, I don't remember MR Onions, Jamal.
That's like across from where like the Royal Gazette. It was like the go-to spot. Like if you had like a class, like it was good for like group parties. Like if you had you and your friends, it was your birthday, you would take them there. That was the first time. My boy Eddie, he was just crazy. This fool eating snails. I said, what snails? And anyway, he was like 9, 8 years old eating escargot. Yeah, MR Onions. That was the first time I heard of it. But that was a mainstay in Bermuda. Yeah. Gee, Maya's gonna find out some stuff today, folks. We're giving a history lesson.
Like when it came to planes, though, when talking about it, I do miss, and I know it's old-fashioned, but I miss actually walking onto the plane and how the new airport's like different like that, because like it gave me that old cinematic film vibe that I just miss and love. But yeah, that's something that I miss.
You know what's interesting? I remember I was working in Bermuda tourism at the time, and I told them that we're gonna have jetways, no longer gonna have to go up the steps. And do you know, not everyone I would speak to about that worked with Bermuda, had a long-standing relationship with Bermuda tourism, thought that was a bad idea for Bermuda. They were like, one of the best things about Bermuda is getting off the plane, walking on the steps and smelling that ocean breeze, because the airport's right there. I get the convenience factor, but that's one of the things that made Bermuda. Yeah.
I just loved it. I loved it so much. But me excited. So like whenever I came home, like I know I'm in Bermuda because we're different. We have this, like But now it's like, nah.
No, I agree. That is something that, like 10, 15 years from now, my nieces, they're not going to know that that was once a thing in Bermuda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They'd have no idea. What past activity no longer available in Bermuda do you miss most, folks? Rosalind Famous says the jelly roll from Bermuda Bakery. David Michael R. Wilson says cherry picking, loquat hunting. People don't do that anymore.
Still do that.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not doing it.
I don't know. If you're able-bodied, then I'd say get out there. I see people doing that. Nicole Hassel says casinos. I have to fly overseas to gamble. Yeah, they used to have those gaming things done at the beach, and they had that boat at that time. I wish I had money to do that stuff. Rosalind Famous said, I ate loquats yesterday. Yeah.
See?
Jack and Jill. Do you remember Jack and Jill's?
I remember the name.
Okay. So Jack and Jill's, I just remember like students always going there and getting in trouble. Like I never really went in there, but I just remember, I don't know, students used to go in there. It's like how they used to do most of the stores, go in there and just take stuff and get in trouble. But yeah, I remember Jack and Jill's for the wrong reasons, I guess. Knick-Knack. Oh,
Knick-Knack. Yes.
Knick-Knack?
Again, I remember the name. I'm sure I was in that store at one point, but for the life of me, I can't remember.
I feel so bad for having this conversation. I'm aging herself today. I know you remember Simmons Sherbet. She says eat Simmons Sherbet while watching the plane. Do you remember Simmons Sherbet?
Yeah, I remember Simmons Sherbet. I do recall that because I had that nice crispy bottom layer of ice thing at the bottom. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that. That was my jam.
Okay. Jackie Eve says Maya is too young to remember Blue Hill Dolphin Show.
I don't think I have. Well, when did it close? Now I gotta look it up. Because your daughter's my age, does she remember?
When did it close, folks? When were
Blue
you?
Hole Dolphin
were you born?
Show Bermuda closed.
What year were you born?
1997.
97? Yeah, it was probably closed before 97. Yeah, it was definitely closed before 97. WKD Lama says Pepper Pot on top of Pawn Hill. Miss Caesar made the best fries. Pepper Pot. So obviously that's my neighborhood, but I don't remember Pepper Pot being open. It was open when I was probably very young, but I just don't remember it. But the building, like Pepper Pot, I remember everyone saying that. Green Lantern, you remember Green Lantern, Maya?
I do recall that. I remember going there once after a recital. Some sort of cello recital. I remember going there once with my family.
Okay, all right. And this is a good one. This is nostalgia, right? Manuela John says Nella's Walk when there were fountains and goldfish. That, man, I remember that. You remember the goldfish, right?
No, I don't. Can you stop asking me this?
In the front of City Hall? The goldfish that used to be in the pond at City Hall? No?
I feel like I should remember. Because my family went to City Hall quite often. So, where was it? In the front of City Hall?
Yeah. So,
yeah. And that's what, and now they changed it. It's no longer, Oh my God. I forgot about that.
You know where else they had them? They had the koi fish at Hamilton Princess before the Green Brothers bought them.
Really?
Yeah, they had the koi fish right at the front restaurant to the left there. What's it called? Yeah, it used to be Heritage Court. You sat right there, and outside where they let people sit for lunch, they had the koi fish pond. Yeah.
I don't remember that being there, but I do remember the goldfish in front of City Hall. And didn't people used to use it as like a wishing well, right? And throw in pennies and stuff? Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, I'm loving it. This is Friday Fun Day brought to you by our friends at Mailboxes, folks. Oh, I love Fridays. I love it. Let's go. We've got so many comments. Tanya Cheeseman, she says the sewing department in Gibbons, they had everything that you needed for making your own items, patterns, and tons of fabrics to choose from. Yeah, it's making me think of my mama. She was a sewer. Lines Brothers and Kitchens Corner on Reed Street, says Suzanne Ingham. I don't remember those. That's before my time. That's before my time.
Oh, look, finally.
Really? Wow. Okay. Dr. News says Blue Moon. My great aunt always took us there when she saw us in town. Where's Blue Moon? See, they're getting me now, Maya. They're doing to me what I'm doing to you. Dr. News says going to town was actually a big thing on a Saturday. Now they're just not many stores. Yeah.
Oh, very true. So many empty buildings up in town. I remember actually walking on, I think it was Reed Street, and I looked up just to see how many windows were closed and what was actually inside them and what was actually not. There's so many empty ones. So
Yeah.
many empty ones. Even within the City Hall Mall. That's why I think someone may have tweeted one day, like, I feel sorry for tourists that come down and then go to Bermuda's Mall to shop, and then this is what they get. I was like, ouch. But it's just not enough.
You know what else I miss, honestly? We were talking about this at my fellas dinner last week. I really miss going to football games, and it was like the whole country was there. That's how many people were there. Like now you go, it's like almost empty comparatively speaking. And people today wouldn't, like children today or young people today just wouldn't understand like how things used to be. Audience, make sure you give us a like, a love, a follow if you're appreciating this conversation. We're going down memory lane today. Part of Friday Fun Day brought to you by Mailboxes. What past activity no longer available in Bermuda do you miss most? Pamela Wade says the theaters, Rosebank, and Island. So Rosebank, you know where that one is? That's where the old Butterfield. That's actually where Mailboxes is now.
Oh, okay. I know.
And what's Island though? I don't remember Island.
I don't remember Island, but that reminded me of the one up in what she just said. Reminded me of the one in St. David's that's no longer there. The actual movie theater. Neptune, right? No. Neptune's in Sands.
That's Dockyard. Yeah. What's the one down?
Oh, what's the one down in St. David's? It was the biggest one on the island, right? At one point. It's gonna annoy me. Somebody in the comments, please. The movie theater in St. David's. Yeah. That's obviously like I remember going there to watch the first live action of Avatar: The Last Airbender with my sisters and my mom. I hated it. It was awful. But at the same time, I remember it so vividly because I was so excited to watch it. And the popcorn line, and you could get different cheddar cheeses with your popcorn. I think it was the first time I experienced it. And I was hyped at this huge thing of like popcorn. Went to the very first row. And it was like, it looked so massive to me when I was younger.
Cheese on popcorn, I'm stuck.
Yeah, they had like the little containers of different types of cheeses. So you could do like, what was it? You could do cheddar or white cheddar and a hot spice. I don't know, whatever. And you could sprinkle it on your popcorn. I remember doing white cheddar. It was tasted gross though. I hated it. I was mad at myself for doing it. I even remember that. What is the name of this movie theater? Because it's gonna kill me.
Southside. That's what.
Southside. Yeah. Southside Cinema.
Tanya Cheeseman and Farrah remembers everything. I mean,
thank you.
What was your sister, Maya? Yes, that's her sister, Charles H. Jeff a second. We've got Teresa Marie says, Emma Onions, onion bread. Yum. I was a bit of a regular in that bar. Emma Onions was it. Folks, I'm going to be honest. That was, whenever my mom said, oh, where do you want to go for your birthday? Like, she would have to get, and that's, if you know me, you know I'm a creature of habit. Like, I will go to the same places. Like, that's just who I am. So it takes someone else to say, you don't want to try something different for me to go different. Emma Onions was that spot. I remember when it closed, like, it was heartbreaking for me. I was still young, but that was the spot, Maya. Yeah, see, look, Emma Onions and the onion bread and soup. Here's another thing. Tanya Cheeseman said, taking the ferry from St. George's to Hamilton for work making 9. Well, I mean, that seems like a shot at your government. I'm just saying, Tanya Cheeseman.
Point well made, though. Point well made.
And taken, yeah. Renee Simmons says Chinese restaurant Parlaville Road. I don't remember that one. Can you all put the years or decades you're talking about with this? Because
that's a lot to go off. But if you remember, yeah, do that. Yeah. I miss the way some establishments used to look. Funny enough, some things are still there, but they just don't have that old homey feel that they used to have because everyone's gone so modern.
Maya, we're forgetting about our Instagram folks. Instagram folks, my apologies. We have forgotten about you. We've got some comments on Instagram. We've got Malachi Simon says the Sonesta Water Park. Maya,
don't do this to me.
No. Okay. Sonesta was the hotel, man. It was nice down there. And then we've got Amelia Pure Heart says, did anyone already say Trimmingham's? Because Christmas shopping at Trimmingham's and Smith's was perfect. Yeah, I said it earlier, but no, she's right. I mean, Christmas, like Trimmingham's and Smith's. I know when people talk about it, they make it seem like it was this tourist thing. It was this big thing for tourists. Locals went there. I shopped there.
Yeah.
It gave me the opportunity to do last minute shopping for people I forgot about.
Exactly. And also, I still have the bag. Like my grandma still has some of the bags from when she used to shop there. Like that's how much like we kept recycled bags. Like we still have trimming hands bags in
Yeah.
this household.
All right. Let's go back to the comments. What past activity no longer available in Bermuda do you miss the most? Farah Palacio says, I've heard talk about club performances with live music and dances. I wish I could have been there for that.
Mm.
Was that stuff like at Clayhouse and stuff that Troy and
Yes.
Lee put
I
on?
remember Nadanja talking to me about that when I interviewed him a while back.
Mhm.
And I was like, people did what back then? Like I was actually quite entertained. Like that is not the scene that Bermuda has right now. Like
Yeah.
wow, what a time.
I really love live band, folks. If you
Love
can
the live
tell me there's
band.
a live band there, I'm a beater. And I ain't gonna be up and down, so I'll be sitting in my seat, tapping my foot, nodding my head. That's what I do. All right, mind your business. All right. This and that, says Marquita Lee. I remember that vaguely. This and that, vaguely. Oh, this is an interesting one. Maya, Larry Marshall Jr. says the old high school inter-school sports.
What's the old one?
So basically, you had so many high schools. It weren't just the two senior schools, right? So you had all the schools together having the inter-school sports back in the day. What he's saying is the old system
Okay.
instead of this new system. Yeah.
Okay.
No?
What's okay? I guess it's a different feel or a different vibe because I'm just like I remember inter school sports and we had all the schools.
Well, you had a middle school situation. He's talking about the old
True.
high schools.
We
Yeah.
did in high school too.
Okay. Well, it's just really two public senior schools and then the private schools. Back then, it was like so much. I think what he's saying, the bragging rights were different back then. If you went Berkeley, Warwick, Sac, Northlands, and Georgia Sac, the bragging rights were just
Okay,
different.
yeah, fair,
Yeah.
fair
I
point to
think
there.
that's what it's saying. I think so.
Yeah, when it was the two-tier system and not the
Yeah.
three.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty insane. Yeah, I would have loved that.
National Educators Institute says Lines Brothers, that traumatizing hot mess of a store, so messy with a stale smell, you knew it was back to school time when your mama took you there. I don't remember this store, folks.
Lines Brothers. That wasn't a good advertisement for it though.
Basically, Lines Brothers, don't come back. Don't come back. Disco 40. Now, I know you've heard of Disco 40.
I've heard of it, yes.
Yeah. Disco 40 was where, parents hung out, the grandparents, and yeah, that I remember Disco. I wasn't old enough, but I just remember. We've got, oh, this is interesting. Have you ever used a payphone, Maya?
Yes, I have. Oh my gosh, I have. I think I've only used it twice though, but I
Okay.
remember using it at the bus terminal way back.
Okay. She says, this is a good one though, because payphones used to be a thing. Now everyone just has a cell phone. Do they even still have them everywhere?
That's a good question. Oh, that would be a really good story. I would love to know all the payphones that are available in Bermuda and if they still work. Because I know we love to do little telephone booths now as aesthetic picture wise, but I don't think there's any phones in them. And I know there's some side to side to side to side and sands, obviously for tourists. So I would love to know how many are still on the island, how many are in operation, and how much does it cost now if they are.
Something tells me a story is coming, folks.
Yeah.
Hadley and Swan, that's the Yankee store. Yes, I remember the Yankee store. Where was the Yankee store located? Reed Street, down some stairs, right? If I'm not mistaken, or was that Knickknack I'm thinking about? I don't know. All right, we're gonna take. Maya's got news to do, folks. You guys are look. We're getting all done. It's fun. It's Friday Fun Day, brought to you by Mailboxes. This is fun. I love these on Fridays. We're going down memory lane today, and we're talking about some things that are no longer available in Bermuda that we miss. We miss as Bermudians, and these are things that some of us used to do. Some of us too young to remember, but we know about. I wasn't taking a shot there. I don't remember Lines Brothers, so I'm not just looking at Maya. Folks, don't go anywhere. Stick with us. Maya's got some news for us coming up. Maya, you doing your news live?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know, folks. All right, let's play her intro.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, hey, Maya, welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing good this morning. Really loving the discussion.
Yeah, that's a fun one. Friday Fun Day is Friday Fun Days, folks. If you love Friday Fun Days, this is the fourth one we've done. Do us a favor. Like, love, follow, share, subscribe, and share with your friends and colleagues. But also, just give us something in the comments. Let us know if you love these Friday fun days.
Mhm.
Yeah, Maya, what you got today? Like, it's some good news, right?
It's some pretty informative news, that's for sure. So give you something to think about, give you something to like ponder as well. So this morning, starting out your news break, and good morning, everyone. This is your daily hour news break brought to you by the lovely people at People's Pharmacy. So according to the opposition leader, the Honorable Jaren Richardson, he says that the budget debate has revealed that last year the PLP government splashed out over $40 million of taxpayer money on consultants. Now it has, he says, it has more than doubled what the OBA budgeted for consultants when in office. So furthermore, he said, quote, the PLP government spent an eye-watering $41 million. This compares to only $16.8 million budgeted for consultations in 2016-2017 under the OBA tenure. We must reduce the cost of doing business in Bermuda, he says, and cut unnecessary red tape. This is what the OBA means when we promise responsible spending. Why does the PLP decide to splash out about 41 million of the people's money when we have elected MPs to do the job? How did the consulting budget escalate from 17 million to almost 140% increase for the PLP? Now, he continued to say that the PLP should do some cleanup, and regarding the consultations, they should actually let us know who they hired, giving us more information about what it is, and are we really getting the real value for this staggering amount. Now, inside that, though, I went and looked at the budget myself because, we always have to confirm these things. And so on page 47 of the 2024-25 budget statement, you can see there just the amount, the total, which is $40,989 there. But to give you just a little bit more from the total, which is exactly $40,989, about 70% or $29,010 went to local consultants. So knowing that, and a little bit of added information about the money distribution for consultants, how do you feel about the government spending on consultants?
This is Friday fun day. I was trying not to, but how much they spent? 40 what?
I'll bring it back up here. So total for 2023-24 was $40,989 totaling for consultants. And if you can see there at the top, for local consultants, it was about $30,000, and then overseas consultants, it was about $12,000.
That doesn't seem like a lot. That's not millions.
Sorry, millions. I'm sorry, I'm speaking in thousands when it should be millions.
Yeah,
It should be
so
millions.
here's the thing. I'll say this much to it because I'm trying to keep my Friday fun day thing on. I think that's worth a conversation. But I'll say this to be very short on it. As a business person, a salesperson, I'm all about results. If we're spending the money, just simply show me the results. If you take $10 from me, show me how it's making $10.01. If you cannot do that, this is money wasted. I'll leave it at that.
All right, so I think most likely with these questions being put up that the Premier is just going to say send in a petty request because that's what you can do in order to get those answers, or again, bring it up in the Senate. All right, so in other news, yesterday we talked about AI. Well, according to the 2024-25 budget, the government has targeted the first department that will benefit from AI-powered services to be the Department of Immigration. They say working with a local company that has implemented successful artificial intelligence-powered processing for insurance companies, the government will utilize similar technology to aid in the vetting of applications to ensure that frontline workers can be reassigned to other more complex tasks that will increase the efficiency of the answered call to assist the government of Bermuda by identifying a partner to advocate for the government. So this is what has been said and taken from the past. They also noted that former Premier Alex Scott even said, quote, Bermuda works best when it works together, and there can be no better example of working together than using the local expertise that powers our global insurance industry to improve the efficiency of public service delivery. And they also got ABIC to actually assist with the person who's going to be doing the AI for government. And the Premier, Honorable David Burt, closed by saying it is important to note that AI is not a method to replace workers, but a tool to enhance the productivity.
Yeah, I think as we stated the other day, I think I'm a fan of AI if used correctly. Every day you see how people are abusing it, but if it can help the functions to improve things for Bermudians and people who love Bermuda, I think that it's necessary, but that also means that we as Bermudians need to evolve our skill set. Maya will probably tell you almost every day this week, I probably sent her something about AI websites and different things. Like I literally on Sunday night just started using AI, and it's been a breath of fresh air for me. It's helped me get tasks done quickly, and I would encourage anyone to just try it, like get used to it. Just download a website and or an app and figure something out. Play with it, right? If you have time, just play with it, because I tell you, if we don't evolve, we get left behind.
Agreed. Literally was saying to a friend the other day, she was like, I spent hours responding to emails. I'm like, girl, ChatGPT it. So whatever can help you break down that hour to 20 minutes in your business, try it out. Now, meanwhile, the legislation to protect employee tips and other gratuities comes into effect today, March the 1st. So the new law prohibits employers and their directors and shareholders from sharing in any tips, tip pool, or any other gratuities unless they regularly perform to a substantial degree the same work performed by some or all the employees who share in tips, tip pool, or redistribution of other gratuities. So the ministry has published the procedural guidance to accompany the Amendment Act as well, which will take in effect today, March 1st. Now, this procedural guidance basically outlines what it means to perform at a work that is at a substantial degree. But this is now coming into effect today.
Thank you. Maya, I can't ignore this comment. This is hilarious. Bobby Singh says artificial intelligence is already in government. Artificial being the operative word. I'm sorry. That is funny. But no, about the grants and tips. Long overdue. I just wonder how it's going to be policed.
Yeah, that's a real question, right? Because the main thing that employees can do is put in a complaint about it, but then they have to still look into and see if the bosses are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing. All right. So in other news, the Minister of Public Works shares that work needs to be done to fulfill the mission of the Bermuda Housing Trust to provide affordable rent for seniors in Bermuda. So let's take a listen as to what he says is kind of one of the main issues when it comes to trying to get this affordable rent for seniors.
The numbers of people over 65 years is growing, and as our seniors live longer and lead healthier lives, they very much prize affordable rental accommodation. Based on current trends, the Bermuda Housing Trust anticipates that demand will not diminish. It is anticipated that by 2026, seniors 65 and older will represent 1/4 of our population. The Housing Trust maintains a constant waiting list of 100 applicants for homes. And bear in mind that the Trust does not entertain applications until people reach the age of 65.
That's quite a number.
Yeah, it is.
Definitely. Well, if you have any interest or are intrigued to ever meet 3 former premiers in the same space in one room at the same time, well, on Sunday, March 10th at the Willowbank Resort in Somerset, the Parliamentary Prayer Breakfast Committee will host the 2nd annual celebratory luncheon. Now, the chairman of the prayer committee, the Honorable Randolph Horton, said on Sunday, March 10th, we will honor 3 former premiers of Bermuda, Sir John Swan, Dame Jennifer Smith, and Alex Scott for their tremendous sacrifices, commitments, and contributions made to make Bermuda the country of that we are all proud. We invite everyone to join us in the experience and appreciate all those who want to talk about the leaders. So there's that there. If that's an interest of you to meet all 3 of them in the same space, that's the opportunity.
Where's Dame Pamela and Dr. Hewitt? Well, anyway, mind my business.
Now, in some sports-related news, the Lindos to Lindos 10K run and walk will be taking place this Sunday, March the 3rd. A spokesperson said that the competitive 10K run, 4-mile competitive walk, and 4-mile fun one walk will see participants starting their route at Lindo's Family Foods and Work at 8:30 a.m. before making their way to Lindo's Market in Devonshire. Now, Zach Moniz, Lindo's Family Foods manager, said, "We are incredibly proud to be hosting the 25th Lindo's to Lindo's event to support the Bermuda Diabetes Association in its vital mission to safeguard Bermuda's health. This is a wonderful family event, and we are touched that so many people have made it an annual event, and we hope to see a lot of new faces and familiar ones along the route, and we look forward to another 25 more years from Lindo's to Lindo's."
Love it. That's our partners.
Just a reminder as well that there are going to be some road closures on that day, 8:30 to 10 a.m. around that time for those who are going to be on the roads on Sunday. And now looking at the weather for today, thank God nothing calls for rain. So it's going to be a little bit of early clouds, they say, that will eventually thin out to longer sunny periods, which is amazing to hear.
All right. Got some sun. Hey, I want to before we do the days of the year, Maya, for first day of March, want to give a big shout out to DJ Rusty G. Not sure if people know, but Rusty is now the one of the owners of Irie 98.3. So congratulations. You always want to see people moving in good spaces. The brother is one of the hardest working people. He is extremely dedicated to his craft. And I honestly think I speak for many in the community when I say I wish DJ Rusty G. Griffith the very best in this new venture. I just hope that people support these endeavors. We have a tendency to like the shiny new product, as Maya says, and then go off and do our thing. But congratulations to him. If you haven't checked it out already, go check. It's a different song. Maya and I listened in. You got Mr. Photogenic, you've got DJ iBreeze, and others that are part of it. And I know the journey that Rusty has been on in terms of purchasing this. Him and I have met a lot as he done that. And as a person who has been in this space, Maya and I both, entrepreneurs in this space, it's not easy. But I think that he's cut out to make it work for himself. So again, congratulations to the brother on his new venture. But now it's time for today's day of the year. Maya, we have quite a few. We have International Wheelchair Day. Okay. We have Global Day of Unplugging. We have That's Good Dadgum, That's Good Day, whatever.
Yeah, gone.
St. David's Day. And then we have Share a Smile Day and Self-Injury Awareness Day.
Okay.
And Peanut Butter Lovers Day. Yeah.
Oh, we just talked about peanut butter yesterday. Okay. I think I want to go for Unplugged and Wheelchair, to be honest.
Sorry, I forgot. It's Employee Appreciation Day and World Compliment Day as well.
Oh man, they're all good. But I'm still going to go for Wheelchair and Unplug.
Okay. All right. So Wheelchair Day, folks. Let's click on it. Let's see. The history of Wheelchair Day can be traced back centuries, watching the ways that technology has advanced in a way that has helped to create better opportunities for millions of people all over the world. Gleaning information from ancient stone inscriptions in Greece and China, historians believe that wheelchair-type devices have been in use since at least the 6th century AD. Wheelchairs have advanced through technology. I mean, I remember when I was young, Maya, it was always people using their arms to do it. Now you have so many options where you can just press buttons and guide you. So if you know someone in a wheelchair and maybe they need an upgrade, maybe let's donate to them. That's the way we can celebrate this day. Global Day of Unplugging. Well, that sounds self-explanatory, right? The history of Global Day of Unplugging, it was created by Reboot, a nonprofit Jewish community that was originally established in 2003. However, you do not need to be Jewish or even religious at all to participate. The idea behind the day was to challenge people to keep their electronic devices unplugged and unused for 24 hours in order to give themselves the chance to take a break and spend time relaxing with family, friends, or alone. This is definitely something that would be useful to everyone, regardless of religion or lack of it. So how to celebrate Global Day of Unplugging? Well, shut down digital stress. Make the day of unplugging conflict-free. And that means, well, put your smartphone down. Maya, I'm stopping there because I'm not going to be able to do this. I have work to do today.
Literally about to close on my laptop now.
Wow. Well, anyway, I'm going to finish with Compliment Day.
Okay.
The only thing I would say for World Compliment Day is, folks, give someone a compliment today. And Maya, I'm going to give you a compliment. Thank you for your commitment to doing the very best for Bermuda in this space as a journalist. We don't have too many Bermudians or young people in that space. So thank you. You have done a fantastic job over the last 4 years doing what Bermudians need. So that's my compliment for the day.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Audience, give somebody a compliment today. We're going to take a quick break. We're coming back. We're going to be bringing back that conversation. we have a lot of comments too, so don't go anywhere. And don't forget, two people are going to be eligible for this week's prize, so stick with us.
People's ACW, located at King Edward VII Memorial Hospital, carries over-the-counter medicines, toys, cards, and even toiletries. Our knowledgeable staff are there whether you're at emergency, visiting family, or a member of BHB staff, to show you our best even when you're feeling your worst. People's ACW, we're here for you.
Welcome to the new bulk store, Lindo's.
Take a look at our workwear for construction workers and tradesmen. Durable, stretchable in all the right places and plenty of options for tools and accessories. Paired with our wide range of tough and comfortable footwear, you can't go wrong. As you can see, Medical House really is a one-stop shop for everybody. We can't wait to see you.
See it all at our new expanded location on Bakery Lane.
All righty, welcome back to the big show. Maya Palacio, I'm Jamal Hartman. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House, Lindo's, and People's Pharmacy. Folks, please don't forget to subscribe on our website, thedailyhour.com. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. Folks, I only complimented Maya because I thought she was going to compliment me about my jokes.
No, don't even.
I take it all back. I take it all back. I thought you were going to say, you know what, Jamal, you're really actually very funny. You should go and audition for stand-up. That's the only reason I did it. Anyway.
Okay, first off, I was waiting to come back in to give you your compliment because you caught me off guard, and you know I don't like receiving public compliments. Anyway, let me give you your flowers right now, Jamal.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone bear witness to how nice I'm about to be right now.
Never nice to me.
No, okay, serious face. Jamal, you do an excellent job at honing this team and getting us together as best as possible. And you do an amazing job at representing who you are to the face of Bermuda. I am actually quite impressed by your mentorship and leadership, and you continuously keep elevating yourself. And it's really encouraging to see, especially a Black man in the media space. I feel very encouraged watching you continue on your life and feeling inspired by my own.
Well, thank you, Maya. I appreciate that. I'm also not one for compliments. No, seriously, I appreciate it. Still didn't mention my comedian thing, but
don't do it.
Okay, fine. But no, I appreciate it. I'm glad that you're part of the team. I am. Yeah.
Nice. See, and isn't it awkward receiving a compliment like that?
It is. All right, let's get back to the conversation. All right, folks, we were talking this, just asking what past activity no longer available in Bermuda do you miss the most? Like, what's something you miss the most? And we had quite a lot of comments, Maya, that let's go all the way back. We had so many. Suzanne Ingham said, I miss coconut cakes / Bermuda rocks. I remember those. They don't have those anymore?
Bermuda rocks?
Like, they were like rock coconut cakes. Like, you don't remember them?
Were they pink?
Different colors. Some were pink, some were white. Like,
I may recall, but I hate coconut, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they were the most tasty. They tasted like sugar to me. But Farrah Palacio says, I miss the Graham Foster sculptures in front of City Hall.
They ain't got them there no more? That ace girl that's laying on the bench?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I'll have to look next time I go.
I'll let Farrah answer that. Because no, yeah, I wholeheartedly, if they don't have that there, I'll be very displeased and shocked.
Pamela Wade says, Technical Institute, Howard Academy, prospect for girls and boys. Yeah, all these schools were before my time, but definitely I know a lot of people who always mention them.
Yeah, I know a lot about Howard Academy, the Technical Institute. I wish I knew more about it as well. Or I just know that it needs to be back. I know a lot of people would want that to be back.
I mean, people have been asking for it to come back. I mean, I thought it was all going to come back and change in 1998. But anyway, we're not going there today. Rosalind Famous says the escalator at Knick Knack, that was a novelty. So was Knick Knack going down? Like, was it? I feel like I remember going downstairs or something, folks. I don't know. Crockles and Warwick. Crockles, that was the chicken joint, right? I think that was the place with the nice wings, if I'm not mistaken. You remember Crockles?
No, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Clay House in for sessions. Now, Clay House, man. Clay House was special. It was special. Clay House could have the most gangster session one night and then have like the most upscale live band event the next. I'll never forget. He's cool with me telling this story. Underage, Clay House was the place where people in high school went. I mean, you had to be 18, but they went. And this fool, one of my closest boys, I ain't gonna call his name. Never forget, it was this ladder to get in the window. Dude climbed in the window with his helmet on and didn't take his helmet off. So security knew that he came in and, well, got thrown, jazzed right back out. Jazz, Fresh Prince, jazz right back out. And we laugh at that today. That's a good 30 years ago. But yeah, it's funny. It was funny. I'm not saying 30, probably 25 years ago. But
I'm trying to think, why did he keep the helmet on? But I guess in case he fell.
Back then, guess he didn't want his helmet get stolen. Yeah. Another one about Lines Brothers and that stale smell. It was back to school time when your mom said, "What's with this stale? What was this stale smell everybody's talking about, folks?" No, sir, I don't get it. Suzanne Ingham says, before your time, Jamal, Blue Moon was the place to go. Great food. Where was it? Where was this Blue Moon? Where was it? Renee Simmons says, Warwick Bowling Alley, bowling at restaurant afterwards. Isn't that still available?
Yeah, is Warwick Bowling Alley not there anymore? Bowling and restaurant afterwards? I remember going to Warwick Bowl like in high school days, and afterwards.
Yeah. Do you remember Summers Playhouse, the theater in St. George's?
Oh.
Summers Playhouse, man. That was a spot. That was a nice theater. That's closed down too. Yeah, Summers Playhouse it was called. We've got the PCC roller rink. That's not there anymore. Seriously, I feel like so out of touch. This conversation is making me feel so out of touch. Gombe's Bar and Restaurant, caller Franklin says, yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
it's not there anymore. That was up in Clearwater, right?
Yeah, it's something else now. It's called something else.
Oh, I didn't know they changed names or ownership.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no wait, I remember doing that story. So now you got me like thinking back.
Yeah.
To what happened with the ownership.
That was recent. Yeah, that was like in the last 5 years or something.
Something.
Yeah.
Maybe even less than that. I do recall that doing that story.
Anthony Pete says inter-school sports way back in the day, major exciting atmosphere, 9 high schools, I believe. Yeah. So it was different. It was different. It was different. Here's the thing. This was before Maya was born. McDonald's at Southside.
I recall it.
No, we say McDonald's down the base. We don't say at Southside. It was down the base. McDonald's down the base. Maya, it was a time to be alive. Because back then, remember, folks, tell me I'm telling the truth. Back then, you literally only were allowed to go on Wednesdays originally. Well, that's what I remember first. And then in the closing years, we were allowed to go on Wednesdays and Sundays, if I'm not mistaken. So that was Bermuda's only real fast food joint. I mean, we had KFC, but that was chicken.
They have French fries. They have stuff at KFC.
People wanted a burger, They wanted a burger back then, like a Big Mac, Couldn't get all that type of stuff. Farah Palacio says, I remember MRNs, we went there often, but Maya was really young. Yeah, so she was sitting in the baby seat, yeah.
So I'm like, what? What do you mean we went there often? So when did we change the family restaurant?
I mean, when MRNs closed. Manuela John says, we used to be able to go on the base, down the base, on Wednesdays to McDonald's. Yeah. Oh, this is one when Gibbons Company was Woman's Shop, totally different vibe. So my mom, to her death, would call it Woman's Shop. Yeah, it was called Woman's Shop, not Gibbons Company. Yeah, Woman's Shop.
OMG. No, I'm really thinking because I think my grandma says that on occasion or used to say that on occasion. And I always just thought she meant like the women's section in Gibbons Company.
Yeah. What is everyone talking about? New Queen Restaurant. What was I talking about? New Queen Restaurant.
New Queen Restaurant.
Yes, New Queen Restaurant. That is New Queen Restaurant. Jamal. What was I talking about?
I think a Blue Moon. I think.
Oh, Blue Moon. Okay, got you. Thank you all. Thank you all across from 24/7. Thank you. You all are great. All right. Greenhouse Restaurant at Sonesta and Once Upon a Table Restaurant were my favorite, says National Educators Institute.
Once Upon a Table, that's such a cute name.
I ain't never heard of it.
Yeah, I never heard it either, but I like that. I would go just for the name.
Somebody, Charmaine Richard says Invery Hotel, and Holiday Inn for brunch. Where was
Holiday Inn?
Oh, that was where Club Med used to be up top. Where St. Regis was supposed to be up top of the hill there, but they put it down the hill. And remember all that controversy with the OBA and Michael Fay. So yeah, that's where Holiday Inn was. It, folks? Because that was before my time as well. Let me know.
And was it like the global Holiday Inn?
Yeah. Yeah, we had real hotels in Bermuda at one point. I take that back. We have real hotels now. Meaning we had
those, those ones.
Brands.
Yeah, the franchise hotels.
We had them, yeah. So yes, Holiday Inn St. George's brunch. Someone says the Follies at South Peak.
The Follies at South Peak. Why does that sound familiar?
I don't know, but Teresa and Marie, they didn't do this in school when you were in school, right? Do Guy Fawkes.
What is that?
Guy Fawkes was like that statue thing, like around October, November time. I don't even remember it all, but it was a British thing, and it was real spooky. That's all I remember. I don't think they do it in schools anymore. I don't know. But Guy Fawkes,
schools?
Schools would celebrate and do stuff around it. What is the meaning of Guy Fawkes? Help us out. I don't feel like Googling. Yeah, the Follies, Hamilton Princess. Yeah, it was like live events and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, Guy Fawkes says yes. Guy Fawkes is ending them. Guy Fawkes Day bonfire, stuffing old clothes to make the bonfire, roasting marshmallows. Yeah.
Stuffing burning clothes?
Someone said stick shift bus rides. Sherry says FC footwear. So that must have been back in her day in the 1800s. I'm joking. FC footwear was a thing, man. That was a thing. You remember FC footwear?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay. Keep them coming, audience. Keep them coming. What are some past activities no longer available in Bermuda that you miss? Like, what are some things? Tanya Cheeseman says, what was the name of the shop on Church Street next to the youth library? Conrad's? I remember Conrad's. Was it right? Conrad's, I thought, was on Court Street by where the police.
Next to the youth library is across from that's across from People's Pharmacy, right? The back where People's Pharmacy, the youth library. That's the pink one,
Right.
pink building. Yeah, I haven't been in there in a minute. Next to them, I don't. The only thing I know that's next to them is like a gym and I think Boyle's, a shoe store, and then on the other side is the car. I don't know. What was there back in the day? If it's in that area, that's what I recall. I don't.
I don't know. Let's see what else you got, folks. We're running out of time. What past activity no longer available in Bermuda do you miss most? This is Friday Fun Day, brought to you by our good friends over at Mailboxes. If you haven't already, if you want to use our link, I'll put it in the comments. Mailboxes.bm/the Daily Hour. You need to ship some stuff. They will give you membership on us for the first 2 years. So just put a link in the comments for you. Check them out. All right, so Yankee Store had the shoe department downstairs. So that's why I keep thinking downstairs and knickknack. We've got, let's see, it's a lot. Wark Bull skating rink. I don't remember that. Anika DeShields answers, she said that it's still their PCC rink. Yeah, she said it's still there.
Okay.
This is big, Maya. Blue Angels on the base. You know what the Blue Angels are, right?
Tell me, Jamal, what are the Blue Angels?
I love when she don't know, folks. So Blue Angels are those military planes, the Air Force, that do all the tricks in the sky and all that there.
Yeah.
They used to have this because, again, the base was there. So we used to be allowed to go down there and watch the Blue Angels perform. Man, it was a time back in the 80s and 90s, boy. It was a time. We had a time.
Clearly.
We had a time. That's right. McDonald's down the base Wednesdays. Oh, wow. Well, fine, Farrah. Ain't nobody talking to you anyway. She's talking about our dad is American, so we went whenever. Talking about down the base. If you were American, obviously you could go down there.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't remember going or doing any of that.
No.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did.
This one, Burger Island, which was supposed to be like Bermuda's version of Burger King. It was up on Burnaby Street. Griselda Seven says Burger King, but it was Burger Island, I thought, not Burger King. I think it was Burger Island, but it was our version of that. Oh, wow, it's so many comments. So we've got fireworks at home on Guy Fawkes. This is one. There you go, Ray Kai. Marriott Castle Harbor. Now that was a thing, man. That was a thing. That was a good.
You guys thought like you guys had so much fun back in the day. I'm trying to think of what do we have that's ever even as equivalent or I'm excited for in my 20s in Bermuda.
Her generation missed out on a good time. It's working, folks. It's working. It's working. Her generation missed out on everything, all the good stuff. All the good stuff. We did it. I'm disappointed. Pamela Wade says Black Horse Restaurant. They had some of the best fish sandwiches in Bermuda, man. Black Horse?
What happened to them if they had the best? Where'd they go?
I don't know. I know sometimes people get old, retire, their children don't want to take stuff over. I honestly don't know, but
That's
I don't
true.
know. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Guy Fawkes blew up the British Parliament, according to Theresa and Marie. Store reliability, Angela Deal says. I remember that. Store of reliability. You don't remember that?
Stop asking me questions you know the answers to.
Because your face, I'm like, I don't know what this one is.
No, but you got excited.
Belly Busters. I remember it vaguely, but I miss having it. I think that was down where Ducksiders is, if I'm not mistaken. There's like a arcade children's kind of thing down there.
The only arcade I remember getting into is one up Sands, but last time I went there, it was some broken machine, so can't really.
God, I was up Dockyard. What was it called?
Frog and Onion?
No. What was it? I forget. Everybody remembers Store Reliability. Yeah, on Church Street. Yeah, I remember the what's it called? The lighthouse used to be so bright. You know, I lived up on the hill up in Pembroke, top of Marsh Valley, and it would come right through our window. I don't know if they tuned it down over the years, but that's something I really remember. Friendly Store. The Friendly Store. Was that where Linda is now? Where was Friendly Store in town? Maya's Googling, folks. She's just trying to get some answers. She's Googling.
No, I'm not.
Sparky's. That's what the one up Dockyard was called. Sparky's. Yes, that's it. Sparky's. That's the one you were talking about just now.
I
right?
feel like Sancho or someone else should be on the show today because I feel so like, huh?
You know who would do very well on a show like this here?
Mm.
Sherry, because she's been around for so long.
Sherry, don't listen to him. Don't listen to this man.
Sherry been around so long. But yeah, Friday Fun Day, folks. We've got a I don't remember this. You're aging yourself. Beat Beast Hollis says riding a bike with no helmet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was legal?
Yeah. You used to be able to ride it before my time, obviously. Yeah, see, I was right. Friendless was the store.
And you missed that? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. Friendless is where Linda's used to be, yeah. And Giant Foods, it was also Giant Foods as well before Linda's, yeah. All right, folks. Wow, this has been a conversation. But somebody's going to get a chance to win after this, Maya. Someone's going to get a chance to win, this week's prize. And I honestly don't know what the prizes are. You just send an email and then powers that be tell you what you've won. But you do win something. So don't go anywhere. We're going to do a hashtag giveaway, which gives everyone a chance to win. And if Maya doesn't get this answer correctly, you'll also have a chance. But 2 people will have a chance to win after this break. All right? So don't go anywhere. This was Friday Fun Day brought to you by our friends at Mailboxes. Stick with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
In over 30 years, Mailboxes has brought in millions of packages. That's a lot of packages. We started way back in 1990.
Ship a boombox. Well, okay, sure, we can do that. Check you later.
And ever since, we've evolved with our clients' needs. You want some packages super fast? No problem. We hired an overnight team to work, well, overnight. Every night. To sort, unpack, and process shipments. You wanted no sales tax? That's why we moved our warehouse from New Jersey to Delaware. And because no one likes paperwork, we do all that for you. Then, we created Dashboard, a seamless customer portal where you can upload invoices and track your packages. And today, we're evolving once again. To eliminate your wait time and to lower costs even further, we decided to start importing and stocking the most commonly ordered items. That's right, we now provide what you want without the wait. Using our international supply chain, our dedicated staff, and our long-standing relationship with customs, we give you instant access to your favorite items, direct from us, at amazing prices.
Amazing prices.
And we think that's pretty neat. Welcome to a whole new way of shopping. How's that? Is that good? Keeper?
It took 14 days to build your business plan, 6 months to build the courage to leave your day job, 3 weeks to find the perfect location. It took 10 days to outfit your space just right. And 1 day before your first client walked in the door. All totaled, it took you a full year to get your business operational. And this is just the beginning. To the entrepreneurs, the risk takers, the people that shape our economic community, we salute you and are here for you every step of the way. BEDC, providing knowledgeable, progressive, professional, and innovative support to Bermuda businesses.
All right, welcome back to the big show. Maya Palacio, I'm Jamal Hartman. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medicals, Lenders, and People's Pharmacy. Folks, thank you for rocking with us today on Friday Fun Day, brought to you by our friends at Mailboxes. A lot of fun. It's good to go into the weekend. Let's ease up on the politics and all the seriousness. There are people who honestly say to me on a weekly basis, I get at least 1 or 2 people, I'm not lying, that say, you should smile more and have more fun. And I'm like, I do smile, I do have fun. You just don't see it. So hopefully this show is doing for you what people would like to see in me and making you, a little bit lighter, if that makes sense. But it is time for the Daily Play, brought to you by Bermuda Trivia, now available at stores throughout Bermuda. Follow Bermuda Trivia on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok to find out why it's Bermuda's favorite trivia game. All right, Maya, are you ready?
Hang on. What's this one again?
This is things you should know.
Oh man, I feel like I'm not gonna get it since I didn't know anything everyone was saying today.
All right. Well, it's here we go.
Okay.
If you get the answer before Maya, you will be eligible. If Maya gets the answer before anyone, we'll do the hashtag giveaway twice. Here we go. Maya, what is the only U.S. state to end in the letter G?
It's gonna be something so easy. I'm gonna be so mad when someone says it.
Sorry,
Wyoming.
Suzanne Ingham was actually first on our screen. So
I wouldn't have never got that.
Suzanne goes first. NTS was second, but yeah, Wyoming, the most random, right?
Wyoming.
It sounded like I said E. I'm sorry, G. I say someone said Maine. So let me just write Suzanne there.
Or the only. Yeah, you got me on that. I would never got it.
We're going to do a hashtag giveaway. So hashtag the Daily Hour. So you too can enter the draw today. Hashtag the Daily Hour. You could go in the red cup here. Maya, let's wrap up today's show. I mean, final thoughts. We went down memory lane today for this week's Friday Fun Day. What's some takeaways from today? I mean,
some takeaways is that I clearly don't know enough of Bermuda's history in terms of like what we had and what influenced the people and what people like miss and what brought joy to people's hearts. Like honestly, that it was nice to hear and nice to be a part of this conversation, because now I feel like there's this connection that I must have missed. That when people say back in the day, I feel a lot stronger and a lot more understanding of what back in the day meant after this conversation now. Of just like happiness, joy, simplicities, and the ease of family and going to places and having those experiences. So I was really happy for this conversation today. I felt, in a sense, home.
Yeah, I think I love conversations like this. I think even in fun, we're learning, right? There are things that I didn't know. There are things that right now are making me want to go back and what year did we enforce the law to wear helmets, right? Things like that. I think what it also shows is that every generation is going to have their thing, right? And I even think right now with what, generation the millennials and Generation Z. That's what they're called, right? Z.
Gen Z, yes.
Gen Z. I think even they will have things that 20 years from now no longer exist,
Mhm.
and they will hold on to those memories. But the key is to educate one another as we move on to make sure that history is not lost. That's why these conversations, even though the purpose of it is to be fun, is to ensure that history is not lost. And that's why we do this show, to ensure that we're doing our part to keep things going. And these are community conversations, because if they're not happening here, where are they happening? You know, with this amount of people. So I'm grateful that the audience has embraced Friday Fun Day. We're gonna do the hashtag giveaway now. So let's see who's going to be the lucky person. So hashtag giveaway is one more name is going to go in the famous red cup. Let's see who it's going to be. Let's see. All right, let's hit the draw, and we've got. Let's hit that drum roll. Let's see who's going in the cup. What's in my cup stays in my cup. Well, that's okay. Diane White, congratulations to you. We're gonna throw Diane in there. Let me just write Diane on this piece of paper.
Everyone could stare at Jamal's big forehead.
Yeah, you can do that. That's okay. All right, let's do this. All right, shake it up. Shake it up really good. Let's see.
Oh, we had winners today, yes.
Yeah, let's see who's going to be the winner. Take it away from my face so I can't see what's in there. All right, let's see. Who's going to be the big winner? Suzanne. Suzanne. I always do that like you.
Yeah, I can't read that. Suzanne Ingham.
Suzanne Ingham, you are this. Oh, she says, if I win, give it to Maya, please. Oh. Oh.
They won't allow that, but that was so sweet.
Well, it's for you, Suzanne. I mean, if Maya wants to accept it, that's on her. But, congratulations. Please congratulate Suzanne Ingham. Maya, I've got some daily inspiration, or you have some.
I have some, actually.
Let's
All
get
right.
some daily inspiration and send them off for the weekend.
Some daily inspiration to send you off for the weekend. If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. That's from Booker T. Washington.
Man, that's one to send us into the weekend. Lift somebody up. Lift someone else up. Suzanne's asking you, please accept it, Maya. I honestly don't know what the giveaways are. I don't, folks. That's between you and the powers that be. Karen Simmons says, congratulations, Suzanne. So gracious to give to Maya. Yeah, we appreciate you. And Kathy,
It's gonna make me cry.
safe and wonderful weekend. I just want to wrap it up by saying, folks, please do not forget to like, love, follow, share the Daily Hour. These are the most important community conversations happening with our group of people. And when I say our group, I mean every Bermudian who's interested in making a difference in our community. Not just born Bermudians, but all Bermudians who contribute to our island. Don't forget to subscribe on our website. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. Thanks again to our partners, the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House Lindos, and People's Pharmacy for ensuring that we're able to do this with you on a daily basis. As always, we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for making us part of your daily routine. If all goes well, we'll be back to do this again with you on Monday. She's Maya Palacio. I'm Jamal Hartman. Please do make it a safe and a great weekend. We are is out. Peace.